Thank you and welcome back. I'm sorry, I keep saying thank you. I'm in such an ecstatic mood this
Obviously,
week. Because it's Born Week. It's Born Week. I'm excited. We have our second guest in the house. This man is not new to the Nigerian film industry. He's not new to the Nigerian creative industry. A lot of people do not even know his face. They don't know his face, but they know his name because he's done quite a number of things for himself.
And they know his work.
And they know his work, exactly. He's no other person than James Abinibi.
Thank you for having me here, guys. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. How's it been?
To have you.
Good. I like this hype that you're giving me.
But it's what you've done.
You're right.
I remember the last time, I think you had a collaboration with Wole Arole. Something. That was the last I heard of you. Maybe you've done some of the things.
Quite a lot after that.
So, there's one thing I want to say.
Okay, please go ahead.
Baron takes over this scenario.
Okay.
So yesterday, I was alone at home.
Okay.
I was working.
And I know where this is going.
Yeah, I was working, and then I thought I love Prime, and so I usually prefer to watch shows on Prime somehow.
Okay.
And then I got on Prime, and then I've been seeing, and I've been seeing Miss PJ, and I've been seeing Bimbo and Auntie Shola, and I've been thinking, this film is going to be a day where there's nobody to distract me, and then I put it on. Father. And on a good day, I don't watch horror films or scary films. I don't watch thrillers. I'm very bad with that genre.
You can't control yourself.
I cannot sleep alone. Once I watch something like that, I can't even watch it during the day. And this was at night. Why?
But would you classify Miss PJ as a horror flick?
I'm sorry, it was scary.
Yes, it was. But it wasn't horror.
It was not horror, but it was
very scary. I know, and I agree.
Please tell us why.
Well, I did.
About why or what brought about the idea?
Why what exactly now?
Why? Just what?
Because I wanted to excite you. I wanted to give you something to be excited about for the next couple of days. So and it's working now because that's the first thing you're throwing at me now. So it worked.
Seriously, tell us what inspired the film.
Okay, yeah. So the funny thing is I wrote Miss PJ in 2015. That long, yeah. And then, because I like to, whenever I'm doing my own personal projects, I like to put in some societal issues in the stories and then something that people can relate with. So I just, sometimes when the ideas come, I just write and I just keep. That's how it's always been for me. So that particular period, was it 2021. We filmed Miss PJ 2021, by the way. So I just called one of my producer guy, all of the day. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm ready for Miss PJ. And he was like, that whole script. I said, yes. He said, why? I said, well, first of all, there's nothing like it in the industry at the moment. And it's still very true till now because, everybody's tilting towards epic. And then if you are doing glamorous, you are doing urban stories, there's nothing really taking us in between.
Yes.
Do you get? And I also want to, go head on that female empowerment setup. Do you get? I'm big on that. I've always used females as my leads. Do you get? So I was like, okay, what's the next thing that I'll do that will really put a female lead in the good spotlight? And that was the intention behind Miss PJ. Get the story out there that can encourage everybody else to do well in whatever capacity they find themselves. So that's the why.
Was it inspired by any true life event?
No. So there's this in my head goes AY. Don't worry.
I can imagine.
I come up with these ideas as randomly as you can imagine, and I sometimes, and for me, this is not even me bragging. I don't write my films before I decide I want to make them. I usually first of all develop them in my head. That's the first thing. And if I'm excited about it, I'm now go to write a screenplay. I do this full script by myself. But if I don't get excited about the idea, so usually what I'll do is, okay, I'll just put notes on my phone like, okay, she did this, she saw this. So it wasn't inspired by any life experience. But I know stuff like that happen. A lot of the characters in the story, you can relate to them. You can see how people pretend to be good to you, nice to you. And then deep down, they really want to, they want to kill you. Village people in disguise. So, that's the thing.
What necessitated the idea or the choice of Shola Shubowale as well as Bimbo? Is it because I have my reasons? I
like that you're asking that. There's a story I would tell.
Phenomenal and all that. But what actually necessitated them, or what convinced you, these two have to be in this, and they have to make?
That's a fantastic question, and there's a story behind it. Okay, there's a good story behind it. So I think I was on set with Kende Bankole. Okay, because I had already written the principal, that's a Shola's character, to be a male.
Okay.
Yes, it was a male. Okay, the structure was even different there. So I was telling Kennedy the idea that, see, I'm working on this script. I didn't want Kennedy to play Miss PJ, the character, because she will kill it naturally. And it's kind of like expected for someone like her.
Oh, okay.
Such characters. So I didn't even offer her that role. But I was just telling her, you know what, I have this idea, and I have a conflict because I'm trying to find a different angle to this principal character. And I've not found it yet. We're coming back from set. We're just returning back to our hotel camp. And then she said, why don't you use a female? And that was where the idea came from. I was like, use a female. This principal is a guy. Because it was actually supposed to be the principal being the person doing the bad stuff directly, not just her husband. So I said, okay, you know what? Let me go and think about it. And then when I finished filming that period, I went back and I called my guy, like, you know what? I'm going to break your heart. And I was like, what? I'm changing this principal to a female. He's like, how are you going to do it? I said, that's our job now. We are creatives. We have to solve that problem creatively. And that was what informed the selection of making a female character. And then, it took me quite a while to find Bimbo, to find Miss PG, actually, not just Bimbo as a person. Like, I didn't know who to cast. I was really looking for someone that could go beyond their comfort zone. That's a thing for me when I'm casting. I don't like to typecast people. I like somebody to give a different perspective. So I said, okay, you know what? Miss PJ is going to be... Miss PJ was originally a Yoruba girl in the first job I did. And I said, no, I'll make her an Igbo girl. So now, I won't use an Igbo girl
to run it.
I'll get someone that will act like she can't speak Yoruba. That is an Igbo girl. So Miss PJ's character is an Igbo girl struggling to speak Yoruba. And then it took me a while. I reached out to Bimbo. And she said, okay, send the scripts. And I did, and she loved it. And all those people that Bimbo wrote and said in the movie, she thought herself. All I did was just highlighted the part that I wanted to have as she went beyond. And then, of course, Antushala, a fantastic actor anytime, any day. So when I sent her the script, first she wasn't excited.
She wasn't?
Yeah. She was like, action that only a carton. She likes action. She likes all those. I said, no, read to the end. Don't worry, it's a build up. Okay, and when she got to the so for me. And then so we went on set and we had fun. One other thing I should put out there also is about Chelsea's character. I mean, people were so surprised to see him act like a normal person.
Yes. It was a surprise of the film.
Exactly, and that's the thing about not typecasting our actors, because these people can only deliver beyond what we know them for. But sometimes for commercial reasons, we just say, no, this person. When I told him, he was like, cool. He was still doing phenomenal. Even on set, he was still doing this Mr. Phenomenal. He gave us Wahala. Charles now, you can't contain him. He was making everybody laugh. When it was time to film, take one, and my guy was still trying to I had to go behind the camera, like, just not to him to tone it down. And then after the second take, got into character. And it was really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive, really.
Thank you.
You've done a fantastic film.
Thank you.
It was a surprise, even though I do not enjoy that genre.
Kind of genre, yeah.
It was a fantastic film. And I think that it will have done well in cinemas, a film like that. And we're in the era where people are still, there's a sort of lethargy going to the cinemas. But people are still going. People who do genuinely love movies are still going to the cinemas. Why didn't you take it to the cinemas first to allow more people have access to the film before eventually, of course, we know that the final bus stop is usually maybe not the final platform, but a major bus stop is the streaming platforms. But why not cinema first? Why didn't you?
So let me just put this out there. If this was not happening, if somebody else was listening to this program, it might look like I told you guys a question to ask me, because you are asking the right questions. And I love that. You get from the casting to the cinema stuff. So here's the thing about the cinema business. Every filmmaker's dream is to have their film featured on the big screen. We all love it, the experience, the ambience, the audience reaction. That's always been what we filmmakers indulge in when we are making our film. That's what we expect. Okay, but for me, I think the cinema business in Nigeria is a bit special needs, if I can use that phrase. Do you get? So if you do not have the resources to cater to that special needs, you might end up just messing up the whole stuff for yourself.
What do you mean special needs?
For instance, now the marketing is beyond just doing normal promotions and all that. When I was doing promotions for my film, I said, me, I can't dance. I posted on my page and people were laughing.
And I think dancing is a major.
But that is what is happening. Everybody is dancing. Do you get? I'm like, first of all, personally, I don't think it's fair on the art form that I have to dance to come and entertain you again. It's unfair if you look at it critically. But I know Sabi dance, so I do not want to go through that stress of come and watch me PJ. I'll do skits. I get in. Me, I can't handle it. So that was why I told myself, you know what? Maybe if someone else is putting their money down. And they want to do the cinema. It's my job now. Cinema we'll go there, but for me, I cannot dance.
Okay, I know our time is fast going, and my producer is looking at me and see, guy, be faster. But I need to ask this: from all of this, what lessons do you hope, the audience? I know filmmakers will tell you that, oh no, we'll leave it open-ended. You decide what you think should happen at the end of the film, or what you think should be the conclusion. But for you, what do you think exactly, or you hope audiences will take away from this project?
Two things. Number one is basically, regardless of where you find yourself, you can actually be the light. It can be the hope that people can, bank on. It doesn't matter your capacity. Just be the light. Be kind to people, and that's what Miss PJ embodies. That's what she's all about. Okay. The second thing I want people, which is quite obvious, is be careful who you trust. Be careful who you trust, because the person that is telling you sorry, that is crying with you and doing stuff, might also be the person behind your situation. So just be careful. So that's it.
Any final question?
Okay, so aside Miss PJ, I mean, I never really focused on you.
Now you wait. Now you wait.
But now I see you and I'm seeing you well.
Thank you.
What's the next couple of projects that we can expect?
Okay, so I should quickly chip in that I directed and produced Life and Death. Yeah, the series on Prime also, and it got good feedback from the audience. So that was just last month. And then I just finished filming. In fact, we've done post-production for my new series. It's called Rock City.
Okay.
Rock City stars Chidimo Kimi, Shafi Bello, Kunle Remin, and a couple of... And it's a crime story.
Oh my God. Why Chidimo Kimi again in a crime story?
In a crime story.
Not the way you...
about typecasting.
Not the way you will see him. Trust me. Chidimo Kimi, when I first learned about the script, and I like actors that ask for sending the script, because they want to see if they will enjoy the performance. If it's the regular character that he has played,
he would have probably rejected it.
And I won't even also do it. I won't cast him for it. So he's a bad guy, but not in the way that you've seen him before. So there's a different vibe to it entirely.
Okay.
And then you've never seen Kunle Remin like this also. Never. Like never.
How soon is this coming out?
Well, early next year. Streaming.
Early next year. Same streaming. No cinema.
Series. Come on, sponsor me now.
I think we need to go and invest in dance classes. Because we need to see these films in the cinemas.
I know. I'm working on one for cinema. Hopefully we pull it through. I'm working on one. It's going to be very controversial, and that's why I want to take to the cinema. Something will make people talk.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for
having me.
The time is quite short,
It's
but
fine,
we are
it's fine.
hoping and believing that very soon we would have you again, and we will discuss more about your intellect, your career so far. Aside from your project, which is basically what we all discussed
about. Which is
the trending. No, but we would want to bring you back because we know
Anytime.
You've done quite well for the industry.
Thank you very much.
We need, and the audience, upcoming art, would also want to tap, from your wealth of knowledge. And it's been.
We hope to see you at Bonn Awards
this year.
Yes.
I thought, okay, that's in London now.
Yes. Learning,
when is it?
Sunday.
Jesus Christ. I'm doing media rounds. You have to excuse me.
Okay.
I'm doing media round for Miss PJ.
Okay. Understandably. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chonsheka is my bone from way back. From like way back. We go way back. So you understand that I don't want to intentionally miss it.
Thank you very much for
guys.
coming in. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation.
My pleasure.
And we are looking forward to seeing you again in few months, I guess.
Definitely.
I'll be available.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.